guys. It is Tuesday, January 11th, 2022 at 12:15 a.m. Alright, let's start with a Bible verse. We have dailyverses.net verse of the day. It says, He said to them, Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Mark 16:15. Alright, let's start with the forecast models. Let's play the forecast model so you guys can see what's coming for the East Coast and parts of the middle of the country. Got some snow. You see on January 15th, some snow happening over the Dakotas, part of Minnesota, part of the Great Lakes. It's going to be coming down to part of Tennessee, and then heading over Tennessee and into North Carolina, Kentucky, and Virginia, and then rain on the southern part of it. And then that snow is going to travel over Tennessee, parts of North Carolina, parts of South Carolina, and there's going to be storms with it. That's on the 16th and 17th. And then on the 17th, the rest goes over to New England and out to sea. But that storm system is going to be on the 16th and 17th. Alright. Then more snow comes in on the 21st, and rain on the 24th. More snow and rain, as you see here, parts of Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Virginia, Kentucky, the Northeast pretty much. And heading over to the Northeast as well, a low of 999. And then heading over to the East Coast, the Maine, parts of Canada, on the 25th. Which is my birthday, by the way. Alright. Let's take a look. It says, from Connor WX, it says, Little eye candy from our southeast weenies. Here's what you can see for the snow forecasted for the 17th, January 17th. Possibility of snow for parts of Virginia, parts of Tennessee, parts of North Carolina, parts of Georgia, and parts of South Carolina. Possibly some snow. So who knows how it's gonna turn out, but the forecast is saying the possibility of snow. Alright. This is the current temperatures right now. North Carolina 35, 30, 37, and 42 degrees. Georgia 38. Mississippi and Alabama 35 and 37. Florida, the northern part 47 degrees. The southern part 70. Texas in 35s and 43s. California 50s, 45s, 59s. So it's pretty much cooler all the way around on January 10th, but take a look at the Great Lakes. Look at that. -7, 4, -4. It's pretty cold up there. So I have a prayer for the northern people living in Michigan and living in the Canadian border. It's pretty cold for them. Pray, pray, pray. Alright. Next, this is the model for what could possibly be happening in the Atlantic. I don't usually start looking into the Atlantic this early, because it's not hurricane season, but I sometimes take a look just in case to see what's happening in the Atlantic. Let's take a look. Something could start developing here off the coast of North Carolina and South Carolina into the Bahama region right here. Let's take a look. A low of 986 right there. Let's take a look. 968 moving towards Canada. So it's not totally inactive. There's some that's on January 15th. That's and then it goes into Canada and a low of 971 up here. But it's great to keep an eye on what's happening when it comes to, look at this, another low, 983 on January 17th off the coast of North Carolina. And then it heads up towards the East Coast 977 low. And then it heads over New England and then parts of Canada at a low of 975 millibars. And then it heads into Canada, 975. Yep. Alright, so we got a couple of possible rainstorms happening off the coast of North Carolina, heading towards Canada. Here we go again. On January 26th, 986 low into Canada, off the east coast. Alright, so just wanted to take a look at that so you guys could see what the activity in the Atlantic is. Alright, so pretty much heading off the United States and heading towards Canada are what the storms are doing right now. Alright, let's take a look at Russia. Russia downplays threat to Ukraine in talks with U.S. It says Russia has told the U.S. that there is no intention of invading Ukraine after officials from both countries met for high-stake talks in Geneva. After a meeting that lasted for 7 hours on Monday, both sides agreed to continue the effort to reduce tensions, but there was no sign of major breakthrough following the talks. Around 100,000 Russian troops are believed to be near the border with Ukraine, prompting fears of an incursion and warnings from the West. So who knows if it's going to be peaceful or not, but one thing that always stands out for me biblically is whenever they say peace and security, sudden chaos comes, or sudden disaster. So always keep that in mind when listening to these peace talks. You never know what could happen. Anything could change in a minute. Alright, next. 16 Ivy League and elite universities sued for alleged financial aid conspiracy. A class action suit accuses Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Georgetown, Penn, Rice, Yale, and others infiltrating their prices for inflating their prices for financial aid recipients. 16 Ivy Leagues and elite U.S. universities were sued in federal court for allegedly illegally conspiring to eliminate competitive financial aid offers to students in a price-fixing scheme. The suit alleges the conspiracy artificially inflated the cost of attendance for all students receiving financial aid and resulted in the overcharging of over 170,000 financial aid recipients by at least hundreds of millions of dollars. So it sounds like they're doing a racketeering scheme and that they're pretty much trying to get money, as much money as they can, out of these students. I'll leave you guys a link so you guys can check out that story, but it doesn't sound good for those schools. Alright. Next, from CNN. Chicago public school students will return to classrooms Wednesday after teachers' union suspends work action, Major says. It says Chicago and teachers will be back in school on Tuesday, and students are scheduled to return to in-person learning on Wednesday after the Chicago Teachers Union House of Delegates voted to end the teachers' work action over COVID-19 mitigation measures, Mayor Lori Lightfoot said at Monday night news conference. Earlier, the union representing public school teachers had tweeted, "The Chicago Teachers Union House of Delegates has voted tonight to suspend the union's remote work action while rank and file membership votes on the proposed agreement." The Chicago Teachers Union said Monday night that it expects to open polls Tuesday for rank file members to vote on the agreement. So it's looking like they're not going to be having in-school online classes, and they'll be possibly returning to the classroom. Alright. And finally, mass wastewater data suggests COVID-19 cases substantially higher than reported. As far more mild yet hyper-transmissible Omicron strain continues to spread like wildfire, official figures for new infections are undoubtedly low. Between a shortage of at-home test kits and the fact that the Omicron symptoms have been relegated to the common cold or asymptomatic for most people, the real number is undoubtedly significantly higher, according to Boston.com. While Massachusetts reported a record of 27,612 cases last Wednesday, samples of the Boston's area's wastewater collected last week suggest that the official count is nowhere near the actual number of COVID-19 infections. Bioboot Analysis, the Cambridge-based company that collects wastewater data, said Thursday that undercounting is now more substantial than ever. In fact, since early December, the Massachusetts Water Resources Authority has said the quintuple the y-axis on the chart to capture the exponential spike, which now dwarfs the previous surges in the springs of 2020 and last winter in Boston. So this is a chart of water and how much COVID is being detected in the water. And these are the past spikes, and then this one is the current spike. Look how much COVID is being detected in this. This is a lot. So that is a chart that's quite spooky. So what I worry about is what's in the water. If so much COVID's in the water, how much is actually getting treated and being returned to water being used by the public. So that's pretty spooky to even think about. But they probably filter it and try to clean it the best they can. But who knows? Who knows? Stay safe out there, guys. Alright, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news. And see you guys next time. God bless you guys.